Invincible season 2 is on the way. Until then, we got an Adam Eve special. So, without further ado, we're going to
It's
talk
all
about it.
right.
All right, welcome back, Geek Variants. So we're talking about Adam Eve special today from the show Invincible. We've been waiting for lots of news, content, and other things involving Invincible season 2, and we finally got some information and release dates. I want to say it's around November 3rd for season 2,
I believe so.
and it's supposed to be dropped in 8 episodes total, two parts. So 4 episodes on the first part, and then like a week later or so, the other 4 episodes. I think is how they're running it. But we got some backstory on Adam Eve, so by all means, please make sure that you go ahead and you hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. So we're going to cover all of Invincible as it drops. All right. So Adam Eve,
Yep.
this is the pink superhero that we've seen throughout Invincible season 1, the love interest of
The,
Invincible,
the Star Sapphire, as I say.
starts more or less. She is one of the most OP characters I've seen in the series. Again, I've only been watching from the series, while Tony here has read the comics and understands a little bit more about what's going on. So, have you known anything about her backstory before getting into this?
Uh, Honestly, I did not know a lot about her backstory. I think this actually went a little bit more in depth on information. Like I knew that she was adopted and all that, but I didn't know the extent of her actually having siblings and the extent of her growing up. And it kind of reminded me of Harry Potter in that instance where Harry went to go live with his relatives and they were treating him like trash. And you look at Adam Eve, and the dad treats her like a redhead stepchild while the mom is trying to be loving. So I did like the dynamic of them giving us a way to feel empathy for her, because not a lot of characters in Invincible you can actually have empathy for. It's very few of them because they're all assholes.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, I like the entire setup. So getting into it, and rest in peace to Lance Reddick, who plays Erickson in this. So this is one of his final roles that he is playing. I'm not sure what else other content out there is there with him, but definitely great to hear his voice one more time
Yep.
playing one of these characters. But we get Adam Eve's backstory, and we get it more or less where she was created by Brandyworth and her mother, and basically it was like a test pregnancy. She volunteered for an experiment, and he started putting stuff together, doing whatever splicing. But I guess most of the research he kept in his head, so he knew what was going on and how to handle certain things. So anything that they did afterwards that was subsequent copies did not have the longevity that she did.
And we saw with them four siblings, because that first one got hit by a truck and it melted.
Yeah, like this thing was nasty as far as how. But this is Invincible. I expect this gratuitous violence and
Right.
splatter and all this stuff. So, but it was great kind of seeing how she kind of stepped into her own and how she came up with her name. How she's been, like, her powers have been there since she could see pretty much, I guess, what's going on. She's
And
staring at
it
the
showed
floor.
how intelligent she actually is.
Yeah,
So I don't think they focused enough on that in season one to show her intelligence level is top tier.
it has to be able to split atoms and molecules and move stuff around into other things. Like,
I mean, we know that, but to actually understand that as a 4 or 5 year old, she's up here making diagrams out of Legos about molecules.
that she hasn't even studied. She just inherently
She just knows
smart
it.
and knows.
But
Like,
she sees them and she's just building stuff. So I'm like,
yeah, like
when the babysitter was doing his homework and all of a sudden she's just giving him all the answers, and he's like, "What? Wait, what? How do you know this?" And she's just like, "La la 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 la," and then goes back playing with her dolls. It was great.
I wonder if we're gonna see it like that. Like, I would be my bet. Like, you can help me pass on. Like, you gonna be my best friend. I'm babysitting every
I'm
weekend.
babysitting
I'm
every
passing
chance I
all my
get.
tests, everything, no
Right.
problem.
Like,
Um,
hey, y'all need one this week? I got a big test coming up, and I need to study, and I need the quiet surroundings.
yeah, so her creation stuff like that, and again, she showcased her powers, showcased how she's able to heal, how
Yep.
she's able to go from attack to defense very quickly. She's very adaptive with her powers. Based on situation, like her mind is moving so fast. Again, to be able to see all these molecules like that, how fast molecules got to move. You know, she is like beyond god tier freaking at this point as far as I'm concerned. And this is when she's a child. Like I'm seeing this stuff as she's a child. So going into season 2, I'm going to expect to see a whole lot more. I'm expecting a whole lot more of her because of how long she's had to develop her powers. And again, with Invincible season 1, I think she was showcased very well. But season 2, I expect her to go to another level.
And I know they're going to jump years between season 1 and season 2, so Invincible should actually be more along in his, I would say, maturity. But
I think out of high school, we're like 22, 23 type deal.
maybe not that late, but give like 2 years maybe.
Like, just
Because
college
just
level.
just I don't want to spoil it, but just reading what's coming in Invincible, yeah, he's later on.
Okay.
He's later on. We got some
Mm.
serious things coming on.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to understand because we see Omni Man, who is a reserve member of the Guardians of the Globe,
Like Batman.
come, comes in and helps as necessary. But we definitely see him. He comes in, he saves the day, and he's like, "All right, he's cool. This is in the past." But even back then, you still see his face change after he talks to his wife, and she
Well,
goes,
we also got to understand that he's earlier on, and he's by in that time frame, he's probably still about the mission, and he's like, I don't want to keep, I don't want to keep pretending and all that.
still processing, trying to deal with all this stuff. So, and because it's a strain on him, you got to remember like this, it's stressors and stuff. So the
Right.
fact is, he's got to keep all this under wraps and play this freak part. Like, got to play the doting husband, got to play all this stuff. When in reality, he could probably give no no care in the world about anything else that's going on besides what he needs to do, and that's just going to ramp up because we've already seen how he treated his son in the first one. So season 2, again, I expect to step up and definitely more damage, more violence, and I want to see Mark like really start to shine as well. Like I think Adam Eve got to really shine in this, and we're gonna see her shine a bit more. But uh, her and Mark, they kind of need to really
Well,
bounce off each other to really
if
make this worthwhile for me
if
anyway.
the rumors are true, what's coming in season 2, Mark ain't about to shine. He about to have some problems.
You
he Adam Eve might be the one that have to save this show because he about to get bodied. It's
know.
about you thought Omni Man was bad? Oh my god. Oh my
So,
god.
yeah, because last we saw, they was in space and he was talking to what was it? What was the alien?
Arthur the alien.
He freaking he was
Wasn't
he
it
was talking
Arthur?
Alan or
Alan
so.
the alien.
Yeah, he was talking to him. So like stuff's about to pop off. I know that much. But either way, it was great that we actually got some content that we can look and we got release dates and stuff. So November ain't that far away. There's a lot of stuff coming out in November. A lot of superhero related stuff. Just pretty much the end of the year is going to be all superhero related as
Yep.
far as Marvel, DC dropping some more content, and Amazon finally brought us this. So I'm
And
happy.
I've
You got
I've
it.
been waiting for this. I mean, as far as a backstory show goes, it was decent. It gave information that you needed, but was it needed? Sure.
I think it's more or less it's to shed light, and it gave us something. Like it gave us a little something. We got to see Kill Cannon, and that's being her first enemy, and she bodied him. We got to see her, and they did very well as effectively wiping out her past. Again, freaking, the doctor died. Uh,
Yep.
Erickson, his mind is erased, and like again, she's got mind like she's erasing people's mind. Like yeah, she's gonna be OP as hell, like with no question whatsoever. So yeah, now we can kind of go into season 2 without having to worry about this special. Like it's nice, we got the information, nice little bow, cool. Put it to the side, all focus, all full steam ahead on season 2, and let's see what we get into. So that's all I got. I'm just hyped. I'm ready to see it.
I mean, yeah, I know they did it to get the hype back. Since Invincible has been off for a minute, I think more shows need to do this just because you do forget about them. Not saying that people are going to forget about Invincible, but it's not on the forefront of people's minds right now. They knew it was coming back, but now you brought this out, so now people are like, okay, I got to remember we got to watch Invincible now.
Yeah, freaking. Oh, one more thing, freaking. So the fact is that they already recorded season 3, so they said there's not going to be as big of a lull between season
Right,
1 and season 2 as it is for season 3. So that's great news right there in itself. And also, if you are not a fan, you should be for Mortal Kombat because Omni
bruh.
Man is coming to Mortal Kombat 1.
We need to do a Mortal Kombat video because
So
that's my thing, and I'm like
we
hype as hell for this game.
so it's
I'm
coming in.
sorry,
So
that's a
we will
tangent. Don't start me
we
on
we
that.
will talk more about that and definitely get
Mm-mm.
into it. But for now, freaking there's Tony and Will, and we will
Iron Man
catch you
sucks.
guys in the next one.
Got him.